All right, everyone, buckle up because Meta just dropped something huge.
Yeah.
And no, it's not another VR headset. We're talking about some serious AI wizardry
Yeah.
coming out of their research labs.
Some serious AI wizardry.
A project called MovieGen.
Movie Gen.
Ever wish you could just think up a video
Uh-huh.
and have it magically appear on screen?
Yeah.
Like,
Poof. That's exactly what Meta is aiming for here.
oh, really?
It's not just about generating funny cat videos, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure it could do that, too.
Right.
They're really pushing the boundaries of what AI can do with moving images.
Okay, so I checked out their blog post, and let me tell you,
Yeah.
this thing's got some serious tricks up its sleeve.
Okay.
First off, it can generate a 16-second video just from a text prompt.
Wow.
You type in something like, a dog wearing sunglasses chasing a frisbee on the beach, and bam, instant movie magic.
See, that's what's impressive to me, is that it's not just stitching together like random clips.
Right.
It actually understands the prompt and generates original video with objects' movements, even camera angles,
What?
that make sense for the scene.
Get out!
Imagine the possibilities for quick social media
Oh
content.
my God.
Or even storyboarding a film.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But hold on, it gets even cooler.
Okay.
This thing can also create personalized videos.
Whoa.
Like, picture this. You feed it a photo of yourself and a prompt like, show me doing the tango in Paris.
Exactly.
And suddenly there you are, digitally waltzing by the Eiffel Tower.
And it looks like this image embedding technique they use is really fascinating. It's not about copy-pasting your face.
Right.
It's about capturing your unique features and translating them into a digital representation that can move and interact realistically within the generated video.
That's what blows my mind about this. It's not just about slapping things together.
Right.
This thing seems to get how to make things look right.
It understands.
Okay, are you ready for feature number 3?
Hit me with it.
Get to the evil. MovieGen can actually edit videos based on text prompts.
Oh, wow.
We're talking adding or removing objects, changing backgrounds, all with a few words.
Really?
You could literally type, replace that cloudy sky with a giant rubber ducky,
Wow.
and it'll make it happen.
It sounds like something out of a movie itself.
I know, right?
Of course, we should add a dose of reality here.
Okay.
Meta is very upfront that this technology is still under development. The precision of those edits, the speed, the overall quality, is in areas where there's still room for improvement.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not going to replace Hollywood editors overnight.
Right.
But come on, this is the bleeding edge of AI.
This is bleeding edge.
Think of where this could be in a few years.
Absolutely.
Like, come on.
And let's not forget about the audio capabilities.
Oh, yeah. What about the audio?
MovieGen can analyze a video and generate up to 45 seconds of accompanying audio.
What?
We're talking ambient sound effects, even background music, all perfectly synced up.
No way.
Imagine having AI generate a custom soundtrack for your home videos.
Okay, now they're just showing off.
I know, right?
So how does it actually work?
How does it work?
I mean, I can barely get my head around editing a video the old-fashioned way.
Right.
How does AI even begin to understand something as complex as making a movie?
It all starts with something called foundation models.
Foundation models.
These are the powerhouses behind tools like MovieGen.
Okay.
Imagine feeding a computer millions upon millions of images, videos, and audio clips. That's essentially what a foundation model is trained on.
So it's like giving a crash course in how to movie to a supercomputer.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
By analyzing this massive data set, the foundation model learns to recognize patterns, relationships, and structures within all that data.
Oh.
It develops a kind of visual and auditory language, almost like learning the grammar of sight and sound.
So this foundation model is like the brain.
Yes.
And MovieGen is the tool that lets us communicate with that brain in a way it understands.
A perfect analogy. Once this foundation model has this vast knowledge tools like MovieGen can tap into it,
Sure.
they use specific algorithms and techniques to do those creative tasks we talked about.
So when I type, show me a cat playing the drums,
Yeah.
MovieGen translates that into something this foundation model can work with.
Precisely.
Wow.
It's like a bridge between our human language and the complex world of data the AI understands.
Okay, so that's the foundation. But what about those specific capabilities?
Yeah.
They all seem so different.
Yeah.
How does one tool manage to do it all?
Good question.
Yeah.
Those 4 key features are actually powered by different modules within MovieGen,
Okay.
each designed for a specific task.
Got it.
Think of it like a high-tech toolbox.
So it's not just one big make a movie button.
Right.
There are different tools for different jobs.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But how do these modules actually work?
We'll take the video generation module, for example.
Like
It uses something called a transformer model.
transformer model.
Imagine a chef who spent years studying recipes and can now predict the next ingredient you'll need before you even ask.
Okay, I kind of get that.
Yeah.
So it's like if the AI sees a ball being thrown,
Yes,
it knows the next logical step is probably someone catching it.
you got it.
Okay.
And that's vital for creating video, which is essentially just a sequence of images meant to tell a story over time.
Right.
This transformer model helps the AI predict and generate those sequences in a way that feels natural and makes sense.
So it's like this transformer model is giving the AI a sense of timing and flow,
Yeah.
making sure the action unfolds in a way that makes sense.
Right.
That's pretty slick.
It is. And when it comes to those personalized videos we were talking about,
Right.
that's where the image embedding module comes in.
Yeah.
It analyzes your photo and creates a kind of mathematical fingerprint of your unique features.
So it's not just slapping my face onto someone else's body.
Yeah.
It's actually understanding what makes my face asterisk, mine asterisk.
Precisely.
Oh, right.
And that's how it can create those personalized videos where you can see yourself doing pretty much anything.
Right.
And it still looks like, well, asterisk you asterisk.
All right, that's 2 modules down, 2 to go.
Okay.
What about the audio magic?
Yeah.
Creating a soundtrack seems like a whole other level of complicated.
You're right.
Audio
Audio generation is incredibly complex.
Yeah.
But Movie Gen tackles it with something called a generative adversarial network, or GAN for short.
Jan.
Imagine a student musician practicing their instrument,
Okay.
and they have a teacher listening with a really sharp ear.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
Okay.
So the student is trying their best, but the teacher is there to point out every little mistake.
Exactly.
Okay.
The studer is like one part of the GAN generating audio, and the teacher is the other part, constantly critiquing and comparing it to real-world sounds.
Okay.
This back and forth pushes the AI to get better and better
Wow.
until it's creating high-quality original music and sound effects that fit the video perfectly.
So it's like boot camp for AI composers.
Yes.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. The capabilities, the tech behind it, but what does it all really mean?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
This isn't just some tech demo hidden away in a lab.
Right.
This has the potential to change how we create and consume video content forever.
Oh, wow.
Imagine a world where anyone with a smartphone could create a short film that looks like it had a Hollywood budget.
Okay, now that you mention it, this could be huge.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about aspiring filmmakers, small businesses trying to make marketing videos,
Yeah.
even just regular people who want to get creative with their social media.
Absolutely.
This could really level the playing field.
Absolutely. It could democratize video creation in a way we haven't seen before.
Wow.
It could also revolutionize education journalism.
Oh, wow.
Imagine textbooks with interactive AI-generated visuals or news reports that use this technology to tell complex stories in a more engaging way.
This is already making my head spin with possibilities.
Yeah.
But you mentioned earlier that Meta is upfront about the limitations of this technology.
Right.
What are some of the hurdles they still need to overcome?
Well, one of the biggest challenges is computational power.
Okay.
These AI models require a tremendous amount of processing power to run, which can be expensive and time-consuming.
Right.
Meta is working on optimizing the algorithms to make the process faster and more efficient.
So even if I had access to Movie Gen right now, it might take ages to actually generate a video.
It's possible, especially for longer or more complex videos.
Right.
It's still early days, and the technology needs to improve in terms of processing speed and efficiency.
Right. It's a work in progress.
What about the quality of the videos themselves?
Yeah.
Are we talking about those slightly janky AI videos you see online, or is this
the-
something different? While the quality of Movie Gen's output is already impressive,
Okay.
there's always room for improvement.
Sure.
As with any AI-generated content, you might still spot some imperfections or inconsistencies that give away its synthetic origins.
So you're saying we're not quite at the point where we can't tell the difference between a Movie Gen video and something shot with a real camera?
Not quite.
Yeah.
But the technology is advancing rapidly.
Okay.
It's not hard to imagine a future where those distinctions become increasingly blurry,
Okay.
and that's where things get really interesting.
Blurry lines between AI generated and human made.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. That raises some big questions.
It does.
What happens when we can't tell the difference anymore? What does that mean for the future of filmmaking?
It really makes you question, like, what has a filmmaker in that world? Is it the person who writes the prompt or the one who fine-tunes the AI's output?
Right.
Or is it something else entirely?
Whoa. We're talking about redefining entire professions,
Right.
maybe even entire industries based on this tech.
Yeah.
That's huge,
Yeah.
but it's also kind of daunting, right?
It is. And this isn't just a conversation for filmmakers or tech people.
Right.
This is something we all need to be thinking about.
Yeah.
How comfortable are we with AI taking on these creative roles?
Right.
What are the ethical considerations?
Yeah.
These aren't easy questions, but they're questions we can't afford to ignore.
You're right. It's like, yeah, the tech is cool and everything.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the tech itself.
Right.
It's about the impact it has on us,
Right.
on society, on what it means to be human in a world where AI can create things we used to think were uniquely ours.
Precisely. And that brings us to what I find the most fascinating question of all,
Okay.
the art question.
Okay.
If an AI creates a film that moves you, that makes you laugh or cry, can you really say it's not art simply because it wasn't made by a human?
That's deep. I mean, we value art created by humans because it reflects our experiences, our emotions, our understanding of the world.
Right.
So where does that leave AI-generated art?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
Maybe it challenges us to expand our definition of art.
Okay.
Maybe it forces us to confront our own biases about where creativity comes from.
This whole conversation is making me think about that quote, "The only constant is change."
Right.
And it feels like with AI that change is happening faster than ever.
It is, but here's the good news.
Good.
We get to be part of that change. We get to shape how this technology is used, what safeguards are put in place, and how it ultimately impacts our lives.
So it's not about fearing the future or trying to stop progress.
Right.
It's about engaging with it, understanding it, and making sure it's a future we're all a part of creating.
Exactly. And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe this AI revolution will lead to a whole new golden age of creativity.
Right.
One where human imagination and artificial intelligence work hand in hand to push the boundaries of what's possible.
Now, that's a future I can get behind. This has been one mind-blowing deep dive.
It has.
Seriously. I feel like I need to go for a walk and process all of this.
Right.
To everyone listening, we want to hear your thoughts.
Yes.
What possibilities excite you?
Yeah.
What concerns do you have?
Right.
Hit us up on social media and let's keep this conversation going.
Because, like we've been saying, this isn't just about the future of filmmaking or even AI.
Right.
It's about the future of creativity itself.
Wow.
And that's a future we're all writing together.
Couldn't say it better myself. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep creating.